It's game 2 of the Tallahassee Regional. The Northeastern Huskies, the hottest team in college baseball, 27 straight wins, putting it on the line against an SEC foe, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Champs from 2021 with Ace Reese, the hottest bat in the SEC, maybe college baseball right now. It's coming up from Dick Howser Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One, in the early game against Florida State over Bethune-Cookman. So the loser of this game takes on the Wildcats tomorrow, facing elimination. Alongside Devin Travis, I'm Loa Galindo. Welcome to Tallahassee Northeastern. Man, they've got that Boston edge and swagger, such a unique style and confidence, knowing 27 straight games, they're undefeated. That is the hottest team in college baseball right now.
Without question, and it is in their DNA. Pitching, defense, timely hitting, and base running. This club, they do it all. They
got to prove now they can do it in the postseason. They're no stranger to this regional trip, but it's been 14 straight losses in the NCAA tournament for the Northeastern Huskies. Mike Glavin is going to try to get that turned around. Now, Mississippi State has turned things around. Justin Parker named the interim head coach since that move was made, and a very emotional, important one. The Bulldogs are 9-2. They're starting to roll.
No doubt, and this is a highly talented club that's playing their best baseball at the right time, most important in the postseason.
At marker Sterling with Justin Parker calling the shots, and Mississippi State obviously no stranger to the postseason, especially here in Tallahassee. The first pitch is coming up, and the first ever matchup between the Huskies and the Bulldogs. It's going to be Will Jones for Northeastern on the rubber against Ben Davis from Mississippi State. Live from Dick Howser Stadium on the campus of Florida State, Mississippi State and Northeastern going at it for the first time in respective program history. It's going to be a great matchup because the brand of baseball. Mississippi State, they figured out the power surge offensively. Northeastern can run on just about anybody. First matchup with Florida State holding up Bethune-Cookman 6-2. So the winner of this game will take on Florida State tomorrow, 6 Eastern. Loser facing elimination against Bethune-Cookman. Now getting into the Mississippi State lineup, starting to roll. We mentioned Justin Parker taking over as the interim head coach. They're averaging 9.8 runs per game in 11 games under Justin Parker.
Yeah, it's an explosive offense, and it's a group of guys that are really collectively starting to buy into everything that they want to do throughout a ball game against a pitcher. And they have a very tough opponent on the mound today in Will Jones, lefty, perfect 11-0. But watch out for this Mississippi State Bulldog offense. 36 home runs against left-handed pitchers this year. That's good for third in the NCAA.
Yeah, they actually pound lefties. A .334 batting average as well to go along with that pop that you mentioned, the second best in the SEC. It's going to be a little bit of a change of pace, though, because Will Jones isn't going to throw as hard as the pitching that Mississippi State typically sees in SEC play, but he's got that bender. And you asked him over and over, pretty much every situation, what's your most comfortable pitch? And the answer was?
Curveball. Every time I'm going to my curveball, but it is a 5-pitch mix, and it's good. Fastball, cutter, slider, changeup, and yes, the big curveball, and it's a good one. He has command of all 5 pitches. He will throw any pitch in any count. He's a thumber, 86 to 90, not big time velocity, but he changes lanes well. This will be a constant chess match. Hard, soft, hard, soft. He does a great job of keeping these hitters guessing.
It is the best ERA in college baseball, 2.92 for Mike Glavin. Yes, the brother of Tom Glavin. He knows something about pitching, even though he was an offensive star for Northeastern. Had a cup of coffee in the big leagues as well, playing alongside his brother. I mentioned that ERA. It's the only sub-3 ERA in college baseball, and his man on the mound, Will Jones, a 1.82 ERA, the second best in D1. Now, there's a lot going on with Mississippi State. Everybody read the reports. It's looking like Virginia's Brian O'Connor is in line to be the next head man for Mississippi State baseball. But this is a chance for Justin Parker to leave his stamp, his mark, on the legacy of Mississippi State baseball with the postseason run. Garrett Fry will lead off for the Bulldogs. first pitch is up in the zone for a strike, 88. It's a deceiving 88, though, on that first pitch.
Yeah, big arm, works down the hill very well. Ball jumps out of his hand.
Smacked into the middle of the shortstop. That is how it is done, Jack Goodman.
Yeah, goody good. We keep talking about this pitching. It's fantastic. They attack the strike zone. You better believe they play good defense as well. Hit on the screws, Garrett Fry. No, sir. By Goody.
104 exit velocity there. And man, Northeastern's got some athletes. The way Mike Glavin describes his guys, they're probably a little more raw than a lot of the players you see in the South because they can't play all year. But you get them, you can mold them, they're athletic, and they have great upside. It's a battle to play baseball in the Northeast.
No doubt, 4-6 start. Talked about that 27-game heater. Those Northeast teams, they get hot late.
Sawyer Reeves, Rob, and Carmelo Muzakia flashing the leather back-to-back web jibs.
There they go. They smother you first, the shortstop. Now, the second baseman. Good first steps, you gotta have it. Extends, clean. Throws a dart to first base. This is a fun team to watch play baseball. And you love to play behind pitchers that attack the strike zone. They pitch to contact. It keeps you on your toes. Good start for the Huskies.
Yeah, one of the best strikeout to walk ratios in college baseball. And the way Florida State's head coach Link Jarrett summed it up, it's not that way because they have an overpowering number of strikeouts. It's because they are so good at avoiding walks. His opinion was Northeastern is masterful at pounding the strike zone.
Without question, you got to pitch to contact. And I understand that this is a game in today's world. It's extremely violent, ton of slug. Everybody's trying to hit homers. When you got a good defense and you want to keep your defense rolling in the offense, you got to attack the strike zone.
What happens when a 27-game win streak meets a 22-game hit streak? That's what we're seeing right now with Ace Reese, the third largest active in D1.
27 hits with 2 strikes. He's a hitter.
See if that bender's coming from Will Jones. Saves it, 88-mile-per-hour fastball. And Reese is able to fight it off. The transfer from Houston, on top of that 22-game hit streak, has 5 straight with multiple hits. It's unorthodox, but it's effective. Down 1-2. Reached out to right field. Well fouled.
He's a player, man. He's going for the Triple Crown in the SEC. 76 hits on the year. You see right there, 371 batting average. Mentioned the 27 hits with 2 strikes. One of the best hitters in all college baseball.
Northeastern has allowed 5 hits and 1 run in the first inning over the last month. That is a team that's locked in. They've been jumping on opponents as well. Hasn't been too much drama in this 27-game win streak. 7 of those wins are courtesy of a run rule victory. So they're getting on you early and not letting go. Reese proven to be a tough at-bat. Good discipline, and it's 2-2.
You mentioned that heater by Northeastern. They've outscored opponents 238 to 57. It's impressive, man. 27 games in a row.
Shift is on here for Reese. And flared foul. And it's a win streak that Mike Glavin openly talks about. Said when it reached 15 games, that's when they realized it was an extended win streak and why avoid the obvious. I'm sure he brought it up yet again with his Huskies coming into this game. 9th pitch from Will Jones to Ace Reese. Good on good. Off speed. Got him. 3 up, 3 down. Will Jones got the defense from Goodman and Muzakia. And the first inning dominance continues for the boys from Boston.
Will Jones got that curveball working. Great at bat by Ace Reese. Will Jones 1-0.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Let's just get one of everything.
Fire everything! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on chicken! Yes, chef! 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef.
What's in your wallet?
Northeastern will get a shot at it, but the Huskies bats coming up after retiring Mississippi State in order to start this game off. For as good as the pitching staff is, the Northeastern offense is just as good. They get on base. It's going to be a long night for Mississippi State because from 1 through 9 they can run. Maldonado, Feinberg, as good as it gets in the 2-3 spot. Dudes have pop, and they can back it up with wheels.
Speed, 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 speed. They control the strike zone. They continue to put pressure on opposing defenses. It's a complete club and timely hitting. How about 331 with runners in scoring position? Can you get the big hit when you need it? They have, but boy, they have their hands full today. The guy on the mound and Ben Davis.
So somewhat of a surprise starter with the Mississippi State staff really trying to get healthy and trying to get right for a postseason run. So Ben Davis is a dude that's only making his 4th start of the season, has seen upper-level competition, faced Texas and OU early in the SEC run. Ryan Garrity leading off for Northeastern, 95. So coming into this, we were wondering aloud if Northeastern had seen velo like this, and we got a pretty resolute answer.
Yes, they sure have. They have had a lot of success of fastballs 94 plus. You will see that a ton today. Heavy fastball, slider, changeup. Got a complete arsenal, and they're going with the opener today. Ben Davis made 3 starts in the middle of March, and those were his last starts of the year. However, he's been extremely hot in the month of May. 18 innings pitched, just 2 runs allowed. Taxed the strike zone, sink one down, run went up.
1-2 to the sophomore from Franklin, Mass. Nearly clipped his foot. Anybody facing Northeastern in this regional, the best way to beat them is just don't allow them to get on base, as that opens up a whole mess of problems. Hit well to left. Garrett Fry tracking back, no problem there. 1 down. And getting a guy like Garrity off to start it, that's a huge win for Ben Davis, because that's the straw that stirs the drink.
Without question, getting the leadoff guy today will be huge for Mississippi State. This is an incredibly talented roster, and coming into this year, there was a ton of excitement with this program. And look, they're familiar, and they like playing baseball here in Tallahassee in the postseason. They're putting it all together at the right time. 9 of their last 11. Watch out for the Bulldogs.
Mike Serrano was a 3rd-round pick for the Huskies last season in center field. He's an offensive threat as well. Cam Maldonado followed that saying, "I got next." A 486 OBP. He's 2nd on the team with 15 home runs and 59 runs driven in, and dude can fly. He's got that close stance. I mean, he is from Connecticut, so he may be a Yankees fan, and I don't want to offend all the Red Sox fans that are watching the Huskies right now, but that's Giancarlo Stanton-esque setup right there.
Boy, it looks just like him. Just like him.
Davis wanted it. And a good contingency of Bulldogs fans making the trip from Starkville here to Tallahassee.
They travel everywhere. Some of the best fans in college baseball.
5th time in the Tallahassee Regional. They won their last trip here in 2018 on their way to the College World Series. And Davis is putting on a smoke show. Trying to finish off Maldonado here, 2-2.
I'm not sure if that's a cutter or a slider, but 94 and 95 with sink and run, matching up with that 89, 90 mile per hour cutter slider. Tough to combat.
Maldonado, a first team All-CAA selection. And he's done his job. Now the fun begins. Maldonado 29 of 36 in stolen bases this season. And this is an area where Mississippi State truly struggles, holding runners. Opponents are 59 for 69 in stolen bases this year. That's the worst mark in the SEC.
They will be tested today.
It's a green light almost always for the Northeastern runners. Big catch from Harrison Feinberg, the CAA Co-Player of the Year.
Another guy with a closed stance. Really shuts down that front side, and I think that's the best way to attack hitters like that. Fastballs in.
Two big ones. Maldonado and Feinberg also do a lot of damage. Oppo with that setup they say helps him with. Probably licking their chops when they showed up here and looked out to right field, that short porch, excuse me.
Yeah, right center, that's their strength. I'm not certain that that's the strength that matches up well against a guy in Ben Davis who's 93, 95, up to 96. Cutter, slider, he'll run in a changeup to left-handed hitters. Might want to be thinking a little more left center, turn the field.
Got him leading! No! So close over at first.
That'll slow him down.
Wow.
Wow.
He got back, just barely.
Wow.
So they evaluate their jumps on a scale from 1 to 5. They never want to be a 1 or a 5. They want to sit in that 3-4 range so they're not over-aggressive like that.
Yeah, and they talk about a 12-foot lead. They want to get out to 12 feet. Once they get their lead out to 12 feet, they feel that that's the distance that they need to be. If they get a good jump, they feel like they will get the stolen base.
Joe Powell starting catcher tonight for the Bulldogs. Another check. So Mississippi State averages just over 5 pickoff attempts per game. This is something Northeastern takes massive pride in. They look at this number, and when a team goes over their average, they know they are living rent-free in their opponent's head. And Feinberg down on strikes.
Nasty there. Showing off that big fastball early in the count. No stride here. Breaking ball down and away. Yeah, he did. It's a great pitch.
So it's been 3 pickoff attempts thus far in the first inning. What does that do when you know a team is paying more attention than they typically do?
Yeah, over the course of a ball game, your goal is to get the distraction. You see another close play over at first base there. But the more base runners can cause distractions on the pitcher, the more favorable you believe it will be as a hitter. More mistakes are made out over the heart of the plate. Just pressure. That's what this team does. They continue to put pressure.
Jack Goodman check swing. Did he go? No. This is going to be a battle. When this regional was first revealed, I think this is the matchup we were most excited to see because it's such a unique matchup, and if you want to prove what you can do it against the SEC. Speed kills. Slow roller, Goodman reaches.
Yep, you're right. Speed does kill. Ball in play right there. Another guy that can really run. You have to be perfect as a defender. And when you got that thought in the back of your mind that I have to do everything perfect, one bobble, he's safe. Once again, it's the pressure. It's the constant pressure that they put on you in different ways. And you got to play perfect baseball. It's already a hard enough game as it is. This makes it even tougher.
It's going to bring up the second baseman, Carmelo Muzakia. Ripped up the middle. Northeastern will get on the board. Huskies sending home Maldonado. 1-0. Northeastern leads. A walk and an infield single leads to a rip up the middle. That's Huskies baseball.
You better believe it. Muzakia, 317 with runners in scoring position. Go ahead and bump that up a bit. Out over the plate, stays through the heart of the field. Never a question. Cam Maldonado's gonna score there, and you got a 1-0 ball game. Northeastern, early lead.
Here's the DH, Matt Brinker. Brinker, another native of Massachusetts, and the team and roster loaded with them.
Incredibly hot bat in May. 7 of his 13 extra base hits, 3 of his 6 home runs, all in this month.
He was thinking. Hitting everything there. I love the scouting report we got from Mike Glavin. He's a fastball hitter. If you try to beat him with the heat, good luck. Now, everybody should be a fastball hitter.
You better believe it. The best hitters all dominate fastballs, no question. Ben Davis has got a good one though.
Fantastic electric stuff. That was jam shot. Gatlin Sanders has a chance, flips it to first. Mississippi State gets out of it, but Northeastern tacks on a run. They'll take the early lead here in Tallahassee. 1-0 over the foes for the SEC.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio? Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Cody and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Formula One returns. It's lights out and away we go.
All season long on ESPN, the exclusive home of F1.
And there is the man that delivered the big hit moments ago, Carmelo Muzakia. By the RBI knockoff middle to give Will Jones that 1-0 cushion. Northeastern, Coastal Carolina, 2 teams in the tourney. And the 2 best, D1, Northeastern, sub-3. They've got 17 shutouts to lead D1 baseball. Iowa is second on that list with 9. They are tied with 2014 LSU for the most shutouts in the BB Core era.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, man. Over 33% of your wins coming via shutout.
Check out the mustache. Noah Sullivan. Plus, let's go. Sullivan, also an outstanding pitcher in his own right. He's been the midweek guy, semifinalist for the John Olerud Award, given to the top two-way player in college baseball. Also up for the Raleigh Fingers Award.
He's a complete hitter. Polished, powered all fields, 28 extra base hits.
Yeah. That off-speed, it looks like it takes forever to get there, but that's why he says, and Will Jones, it plays up his fastball, makes it look even better.
For sure. 88, 90 fastball, 72 mile per hour breaking ball. You got to cover 18 miles per hour of difference.
What is it like when you're facing a guy with that much length and that much reach?
It's the extension, and he gets down the mound. Big guy, about 6'6", so he releases that ball 60 feet, 6 inches is the mound. He's probably releasing it about 54 feet. It jumps on you.
In a rare walk issued by Will Jones, Sullivan is aboard.
It's a great at-bat there. Good sign for Mississippi State, laying off those pitches. He lives on the edges. And as a club, if you can buy into, hey, we're going to force him over the heart of the plate. He doesn't make many mistakes. We'll give him the edges, but we'll wait him out till he makes mistakes. When he does, got to capitalize.
And not a lot of dudes roaming the CAA that look like this. Hunter Hines, 69 home runs, the most by an active player in college baseball, and a program record holder. And when you're doing that at Mississippi State, that means you're passing a guy named Rafael Palmeiro, one of the sweetest swings of all time. Hunter Hines is that dude. Waving through two from Jones. Now, Justin Parker says he is dangerous when he's taking his walks. What does that mean?
Yeah, you know, he's a power hitter, and he's a guy that can slug the ball all over the yard. He's best when he's patient. He stays in his zone. You know, I think there's 3 zones too. It's the pitcher zone, it's the normal strike zone, and then it's the umpire zone. And once you're able to figure out that umpire zone, and you're able to backtrack from there and get them into your zone, that's when power hitters like Hunter Hines are at their best.
Palmeiro and Clark. That's all you have to say. Hines down swinging. I think I could listen to Will Clark talk about hitting all day long. And with his mentality and attitude as well, he's got so much kick butt to him, if you will. I'm sure he'll have a fine breakdown of that swing.
Yeah, it's called nasty pitch. Baseball is the hardest game in the world, and sometimes you got to say you'll get him next time. Second strikeout of the day, once again on that big curveball from Will Jones.
There's Bryce Chance. Showing bunt, snap back throw, and the bump brought Alex Lane off the bag, so no real shot to get Sullivan over there at first. Will Fosberg, the catcher tonight from Northeastern.
Brian Chance, 400 against left-handed hitting this season. Left-handed pitching, excuse me.
Fosberg has pretty much become Will Jones' personal catcher. You talk about, you know you've got it made, and you know you've got some confidence. You got your own personal catcher, and even though Will Jones' career numbers have not been overpowering at all coming into this year, he went into Mike Glavin's office before the start of the season and said, I want to be the Friday night guy. Wasn't there immediately, but quickly took on that role.
Oh, boy, did he ever. A guy that just wants it, a guy that's stuck with this program. Ups, downs, lefts, rights, didn't matter. He knew Northeastern was where he wanted to be. Asked for the ball on Friday night. Once he got it, never let it go.
Love watching this dude at the plate, especially in center field. Brian Chance, he plays all out. He's got an 18-game hitting streak. His nickname is Beams. Not sure why, not gonna question that. Just go get it, Beams.
He's the hardest guy to strike out in the SEC last season.
314 career hitter, Brian Chance. 3-1 Rick to left, that's down. And Mississippi State rocking and rolling. 105 exit velocity there, and extend the hit streak now 19 games.
Yeah, Yeah, you want to have success against Will Jones. You get into hitters' counts. You lay off the tough pitches. Boy, that's a sweet swing. Simple.
It's a different team. We saw start the SEC schedule with that slide. A 1-9 start in the SEC, worst in program history. Chris Lemonis was fired on April 28th. Justin Parker got the interim job and had to walk that awkward and delicate balance of taking over that role while also putting his own spin on it without trying to reinvent who this team was.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, the last 11 games, 9 wins. You don't ever want to completely change the atmosphere and have the players uncomfortable. And I think you got to credit the players in this situation here and Coach Justin Parker by saying, hey guys, come on, let's stay in this thing collectively. We got an opportunity after a slow start in the SEC to make history.
Joe Powell, 1-1 count against Will Jones. Fouls it back. You set up Justin Parker to deliver probably the best quote that we've had all regional long. You asked him what changes he made, what he has tried to do different. Do you remember what he said?
He said
players,
we started playing players and not prospects. How about that?
Goosebumps, man.
Man.
Powell chops it. Here comes Doyle under his glove, and Mississippi State will score. Goodman lost his footing. Coming into second, Joe Powell. We're tied up at 1.
Here come those Bulldogs. Baseball is a crazy game, isn't it? About 55 miles per hour off the bat. Fantastic defensive club in Northeastern, and just spin there. You got to remember, here in Tallahassee, there's turf in front of home plate. It's not the normal dirt. The ball hops off it a bit different. Oftentimes there is more spin. Good decision out there. Third base by Doyle. Mississippi State ties the ball game here, 1-1. Joe Powell.
Noah Sullivan read that all the way, saw it, scored into the outfield, made the heads-up play, and it's the extra bases. It could be the deciding factor in a game like this. Heck, they may not steal a lot of bags, but essentially, that's what Joe Powell just did and swiped second.
Yeah, big time. And in Mississippi State as well, we talked about Northeastern hitting with runners in scoring position. Northeastern 331, Mississippi State Upshur 335, clutch hitting. Big opportunity here to take a lead.
Ross Highfield over the plate. Change up, strike 1. Oh, thought about it. And he's quickly down 0-2.
Will Jones said, anytime I need to make a pitch in a big-time situation, I'm going to go to my breaking ball. That was the slider there. Said the curveball's his pitch. 0-2 count, going for the strikeout here.
Sophomore from Madison, Mississippi. Lost the bat. Got a piece of the ball. And staying alive. And let's get some Tiger grip. No, he's going for the spray. Did he throw off his batting gloves? He lost the batting gloves. Check this out. Lost the batting gloves and went and got the pine tar spray and sprayed them directly on his hands, and now he's going no gloves.
I love it, love it.
Great discipline. But you're right, man. That 87 to 88 up in the zone looks so different from Jones than a typical 87 mile per hour fastball.
Yeah, it really jumps out of his hand.
Oh my gosh, maybe we do want the gloves.
Oh, baby. I've seen one that toss in an inning. I'm not sure I've seen 2 in the same at bat.
Now he's going back with the batting gloves. And check out his teammates.
Heads up. Will he get the batting gloves back on?
He
Yes
is.
or no? Okay.
He is. But hey, man, this is a team that's coming together, like embracing moments like this. It is cool to see.
Yeah, without question. And there go the gloves back on. It's humid here in Tallahassee.
Hey, they're used to the heat in Starkville. Bright lights of the postseason. 1-2, Will Jones trying to finish it. Will Highfield hold on literally and figuratively? Oh, doesn't pull the string there. And here we go, another opportunity. Two to Russ Highfield. Up, barely.
Good take there. It's a good take. We asked him, right? 3-2 count. You got to make a big pitch to get an out. A lot of breaking balls this at bat. Just one elevated fastball. See if he goes to his pitch.
Held on to the bat.
This is a wonderful display of hitting going on at the plate by Ross Highfield. Guy hitting just .221 on the year, but .361 with runners in scoring position, 2 home runs.
Justin Parker says he is our spark plug. Down on strikes. Will Jones wins that battle, an epic one early here in Tallahassee.
Boy, oh boy. Want to know what a Friday night ace looks like in Division I baseball? You're seeing it right here. Russ Highfield putting on an absolute display of 2-strike hitting. How about an 86-mile-per-hour fastball painted on the inner black for a big-time K? One big one to go.
Gatlin Sanders, the 9-hole hitter. There is not much juice in the bat of Gatlin Sanders. 39 hits on the season, 35 of them are singles. A single would be just what the doctor ordered here in this situation.
And a good start here for Will Jones. You think about 9-hole hitters and being the second leadoff man. How about Gatlin Sanders? 4.16 pitches per plate appearance. Good for second on this Mississippi State ball club.
Ripped. There's the single. 2 runs will score. Mississippi State takes the lead in Tallahassee.
Do it, Gatlin. Timely hitting. How about this answer from Mississippi State here this inning? They fall behind. 1-0, top of the second inning. Gets one of, if not the best starter in the country. And they answer back with the 3 spot here, still going.
Clutch hitting by Gatlin Sanders. Garrick Fry getting another opportunity. Lined out to Jack Goodman at short, his first time up. Fouled back. And a little jolt to the Northeastern Huskies. Feeling unbeatable in the midst of this 27-game winning streak. One shot of tying the longest in the last 10 years. That's in for a ball, 1-1. Coming into this inning, Will Jones had not allowed an earned run in his last 21 1/3 innings pitched. But again, in this run, has not seen a lineup like Mississippi State, especially one that's now oozing with confidence with every at-bat and every game they play.
Yes, they are, and you can see it. It's clear as day.
Felt that one up here, and it's 1-2.
See that fastball to the glove side in on right-handed hitters. Extremely important for a guy that's 86 to 90, not big time heat, but you must go in to speed him up.
Move to first, a little show move there. Just making sure Gatlin Sanders knows. I understand you're there. Sanders 2 for 2 in stolen bases this year. But we talk about the little things, and it was ultimately Joe Powell taking the extra base, moving up to first, from first to second, that allowed him to score that second run off the knock from Gatlin Sanders.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. 120-foot double. Crazy.
Trying to find the gap. Goodman to first, long throw, makes it in time, but Mississippi State does the damage. Northeastern started this thing off with a run. The Bulldogs respond with Powell and Sanders driving in 3, and the Bulldogs are up 3-1.
Timely hitting, you gotta have it. Mississippi State won their last 9 of 11. Watch out for them dogs.
Mississippi State, when you play baseball for the Bulldogs, you deal with expectations. You deal with pressure. The expectation's always Omaha and trying to win the Natty. Well, in SEC play, did not start well. 1-8 to start. Their worst start in conference. And that means Chris Lemonis relieved the duties on April 28th. Justin Parker, pitching coach, second season in Starkville, promoted to the interim head coach. And it was his job to provide a little spark, right the ship, and he has done that. We're seeing the Bulldogs now locked in. This had to be a matchup that any team would see in a regional as a 3 seed. Just go like, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
This isn't a typical 3 seed.
No question.
And that is, it's a gutsy, bold move by administration. You have to know that you are going to attract a big fish when you make that move, and also know that when you make that move, you've got a guy that can turn things around and not let it spiral out of control.
Yeah, without question. He's done a fantastic job stepping into this role late in the season. It's just crazy to me to think, though, that you win a national championship in 2021, and man, 2025, 4 years later, you're just gone. I mean, this is the hardest game in the world to win, and to win it all. You think about Florida State and all the times they've been to Omaha, they've never won. So the move looks great. I'm just saying it's pretty crazy to believe that can happen.
Alex laying up the middle, Sawyer Reeves makes the play. So you played here at Florida State, and that has been the knock on this program not winning the national title. Mississippi State was in that conversation for a long time. Can you imagine a coach like Link Jarrett bringing a national title here and then 4 years later not being the coach?
Never, never. I mean, it's hard to believe. And Chris Lemonis, he's a fantastic head coach, and I tip my cap to Justin Parker. He is doing a phenomenal job. And this is not to take anything away from this Mississippi State club, but it was the back end of a stretch where they had to play Ole Miss, who's fantastic, but Kentucky, they've struggled a bit in the SEC this year. They got to play Missouri, struggled quite a bit in the SEC this year. So once again, not taking anything away from this Mississippi State ball club. They did what they were supposed to do. But man, oh man, to fire a coach 4 years after winning a national championship in the game of baseball, that's hard to believe.
I mean, there was down years though, 2022, 26-30, 27-26 2 years ago. And they just saw the signs not leading to the direction they wanted. I do respect programs, though, for making bold moves and standing firm on their expectations. And whoever the new coach is at Mississippi State, they walk into a program, and you know what you're getting into. You better compete for a national championship.
Yeah, no doubt. And if you win one, you better be careful. Don't slip up.
But look, there's going to be a day when Chris Lemonis returns to Starkville, and he's going to get the Heroes one.
I hope so. I hope so. First ever national championship. It's fantastic.
This is Will Fosberg down 2-2. Davis trying to go inside. And we got a full count. Awesome to see Ron Polk walking around,
so
by the
cool.
way. The godfather of SEC baseball.
Oh my God. That was awesome.
Cigar in tow.
Believe it. 1 of 10 of the day.
And always wanting to talk. Great dude. And so thankful to have the opportunity to just catch up with him a little bit, hear his stories of coaching one of the most storied eras in college baseball. Man.
Yes, sir.
There's Fosberg, draw the walk. There's Jack Doyle hitting in the 9 spot. Senior from Weymouth. Got just a piece of that. 95 from Ben Davis, who's rearing back and throwing the cheddar.
Boy, that's a good looking arm. And you always wonder, you got a reliever that's starting this ball game after a long inning, how he'll come out.
Trying to find the gap, the backhand. Reeves smartly will eat that one and cover third base, because if he lets that fly, Fosberg is taking third, no doubt. And now Northeastern with the response without the ball leaving the infield.
Yeah, crazy game. Put the ball in play, good things happen. When you think about Ben Davis, a guy that's been used in a lot of higher leverage situations late in ball games. We mentioned he started 3 games this season. That was a long inning for Mississippi State in this offense, and he was sitting over on that bench for quite some time. It's not something he's quite used to. Northeastern, first and second, 1 out. Got something good going here in the bottom of the second.
Ryan Garrity led off with a fly out to left. Northeastern 48-9. The most wins and fewest losses in college baseball. And Mike Glavin is building a power in the Northeastern very steadily. 38 wins last season, 44 in 2023. And Glavin's got them in the postseason twice as an at-large. And the flip to second is on time. They'll get the lead runner. Going to second, I should say, as they are able to advance Fosberg to third base.
It's the club that's trending, and there's no doubt that Mike Glavin is the biggest reason why. And he gets this team to completely buy into the fact that we are from the Northeast. We are tough. We will collectively jump on board and play to win. We're not worried about individual stats. We understand the fact that we play in a tough environment up in the Northeast in the cold. But when you got guys that all play for one reason, and that's to win, this is what you can see.
Inside to Maldonado. Scored the first run. That was back in the first inning. Got the scoring started in this second game of the Tallahassee Regional. So he got on base via the walk.
Good fastball right there. Ride went up, sink went down, run inside to right-handed hitters.
Up the middle. Boot. Gatlin Sanders off the heel of his glove. Huskies score one. And runners move up to second and third.
Northeastern with a little answer here. That is the toughest play for a second baseman to make. Is a ball that's hit up the middle. You're ranging to your bare hand side, and right there you just see that ball tip right off the heel of his glove. That's a play as you continue to go. You want to be able to backhand. You backhand it, you're able to corral the baseball, keep it in front of you. But Northeastern with an answer here, 3-2 ball game.
Really just a couple plays off the heel of the glove, under the web of the glove over at third base. That's really been the difference in this early going.
And not a ton of hard contact today, really, for either team.
Brings Justin Parker out for the chat. Intriguing to see how long Ben Davis can go in a game like this when he has not pitched in a starting role and extended in quite a while. He's at 40 pitches right now. And this is worthy of a chat with Harrison Feinberg coming up. CAA Co-Player of the Year, along with Ben Parker from William and Mary. Led the conference with a .412 average in conference play. Trying to tie this one up. Looks at ball one.
Ben Davis, big hit after big hit all year long. North of 400 with runners in scoring position. 7 big flies.
93 over the plate, strike one.
That's a good sign there. Ben Davis, fastball into right-handed hitters. He's been using that cutter, slider out over the plate, fastball out over the plate. Really important, especially with the guy with a close stance, get that fastball in.
Feinberg thought about it. Did he go? No, he did not. Feinberg, third here at Northeastern after starting his career at USC. Troy beat TCU, by the way. This is hit well to right field, tracking, and on it is Highfield. Feinberg gives it a ride. Northeastern gets one, but Mississippi State still holds on to the lead. It's 3-2 at the end of 2.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Can't get enough of the WNBA. A fresh draft class has arrived.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
Teams stacked with new talent.
Jewel's a complete dog.
And the Valkyries take flight in the Bay.
Lord, ridiculous!
We've got more stars and more heat than ever. The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
bouncing around from site to site right here on Squeeze Play Live. If there are home runs or big plays, you will not miss.
Let's lose our minds.
Well, that's one way to get the party started.
That's a bad flip. Get used to that this weekend. This is your one-stop shop for everything Road to Omaha.
He's Devin Travis. I'm Lowell Galindo. This is the Tallahassee Regional. Awesome matchup here with Mississippi State and Northeastern. Huskies winner of 27 straight. Longest active win streak we got right now in college baseball. I ain't seen a team like the Bulldogs from Starkville. Always traveling well, making some noise. Last time they were here in Tallahassee for a regional, won the whole thing, and went to Omaha.
Yeah, they like you here. They're used to the rowdiness. It's a good ball club.
Had a 2-hour, 19-minute weather delay early in our first matchup with Florida State and Bethune-Cookman. 3 home runs for the Seminoles in that game. And Alex Lodis, oh boy, talk about a guy that's ready to take over the next level at shortstop. That's him. Maybe the best shortstop there is in college baseball. The winner of this game gets to see the Noles tomorrow. Sawyer Reeves leading off the top of the third for the Bulldogs, facing Will Jones. Jones was pretty much a non-prospect coming out of high school because of an unfortunate Tommy John surgery early in his high school career. Mike Glavin and the Northeastern staff took a chance on him. This ball is looking for some green in center field and finds it in front of Maldonado. Sawyer Reeves with his first hit of the regional.
That's a beautiful piece of hitting right there. The curveball. Mississippi State club having a lot of success this year against left-handed pitching. It's a beautiful thing right there. Breaking ball out over the plate, not trying to do too much. Sawyer Reeves, man, hard-nosed player, transfer from the Citadel. And Jones saying, man, I'm not used to my curveball getting touched.
If you played at the Citadel, you're going to have some discipline, whether in life or inside the batter's box, and Reeves shows that there. So Jones shows up to Northeastern, does not even play the first 2 seasons. 2023 has a 5.4 ERA, just over 6 innings of work. A 5.23 ERA last season, and comes into this regional with a 1.82. So sticking it out, trusting the process, Northeastern coaches trusting him, and they've got a bona fide ace.
Yes, they do. I think a big reason for that is just confidence. You get off to a good start. You believe in how you're attacking. You trust your coaches. You trust your defense. Having a fantastic year.
And speaking of confidence, when you name your kid Ace, whether that's on the birth certificate or that's the nickname that he's acquired, you know you're going to have a kid that's a stud at whatever they do.
He is incredibly special, and he's almost as good against left-handed pitching as he is against right-handed pitching. Going for the Triple Crown in the SEC, a Houston transfer. You always wonder how guys are going to make that transition from other conferences into the Power Four, especially the SEC. Ace Reese, one of the best.
Huskies have that shift on. To stop the man that's hitting .471 with 8 home runs in his last 13 games. 3-1. Hold that thought.
It's a great pitch there.
Is the banger coming here? You throw it full count.
He said every time I need to make a pitch.
Walks Ace Reese. 2 Bulldogs on. And it's Noah Sullivan. His walk started the mayhem in the second.
Will Jones, he wanted this one bad. Great at bat there by Ace Reese. That's back-to-back fantastic at bats for the 3-hole hitter. See his pitch count, 58 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Not something that Will Jones is accustomed to pitching to. You really got to credit this Mississippi State club. I mean, how do you figure out how to plan and attack a guy that's having a year like Will Jones? You command the strike zone. You give him the edges. You are unwilling to chase and leave the zone. And when he does make mistakes, you capitalize. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Big opportunity here for Mississippi State.
That was Huskies pitching coach Kevin Kopp out to make a visit. He has done an absolutely gem of a job long term with his Huskies pitching staff. Trying to help Will Jones get past Noah Sullivan here. 2-1, no outs. Sullivan fouls it. "17 home runs for USC upstate last season. Back in his home state of Florida, where he was a star for Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando. Foul back.
Oof, looked like he was looking for that breaking ball right there. Fantastic.
Let's go.
10 out of 10.
Is that Salvador Dali?
That's wonderful right there.
Gotta get an art history joke in, right? Chance for a double play. There's one, and a bobble on the transfer, so runner is out at 2nd. And Sullivan books it down the line. Goodman not as smooth as he normally is over there at shortstop.
Boy, and almost exactly what the doctor ordered right there. Will Jones gets his ground ball. That's a surefire double play right there, and just on the transfer there at 2nd base. To be honest, I don't believe there was any opportunity to turn that double play anyway. Goodman fumbled the transfer a bit as well. Left on left matchup here, last at bat. 3 straight breaking balls all out of the zone. 3 swings and misses. See how Hunter Hines adjusts.
Oh, wanted it all. He was thinking home run 70 of his career. The man has driven in 216 runs. 4th most in a career by an active player. The man with the most is playing for Northeastern. Their first baseman, Alex Lane. Got on top of that one, and he's down 0-2.
Boy, 5 in a row. 2 at bats, 5 straight breaking balls, 5 straight strikes, 0 in play.
Sawyer Reeves over on 3rd. Sullivan on 1st, 1 out. 63 pitches now for Will Jones, the ace for the Huskies. Nice pick. Lane makes the out. Mississippi State will add another run. Reeves scores, and the Bulldogs are back up by 2.
Yeah, you got to credit Hunter Hines there. Will Jones wants to go to the breaking ball there. You want it nowhere near the plate where Hunter Hines has an ability to get the barrel to the ball, and he does. What a play over at first base, though. This inning could have got a bit out of control. It's a great play over at first base by Alex Lane, 4-2 ball game.
Down the line, fair ball. Bryce Chance booking it for 2nd. Bulldogs add another. Chance is in with a stand-up double.
Man, oh man, you think back at plays and games and in innings that you could circle. Looked like a surefire double play ball. You give them an extra out. The Bulldogs from the SEC, you better believe it, they make you pay. Brian Chance, all year long, coming into this game 4-13 with runners in scoring position. Looks to me like this Mississippi State ball club is starting to sell out to the breaking ball, almost not respecting Will Jones' fastball. It's a big-time hit, 5-2 game.
There's Joe Powell looking to add. So the 5 earned runs against Will Jones, tying the mark for the most he's allowed this season. Allowed 5 against San Diego State in March. So, mentality, are they looking for the breaking pitch and just not chasing that fastball?
I think so. I think so, though. I mean, I think they're just selling out to the breaking ball. But you get to see the counter, right? And in game plans all the time, you go on with the game plan. Hey, look, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to change anything. We've been having success all year long with our pitch mix. Bam, Mississippi State. They made the adjustment back to them. Let's see how Will Jones and co. can flip the script back on Mississippi State.
Now, how often do you see it where teams are now sitting on what's supposed to be a player's best pitch?
Well, you know, it's very rare that you ever want to sit on a pitch, especially a pitch that's had a ton of success. Odds are Mississippi State, they dominate the fastball. But at times, when a pitcher forces you into a corner, you got to take it.
Hit well, left field. Joe Powell, scoreboard!
Yep. Timely hitting, Mississippi State. Big reason these boys have been on fire as of late. And how about my man, Joe Powell? Ton of breaking balls all game long. I'm up here talking, yeah, they're sitting breaking ball. That's advanced hitting right there, up in the zone. Fastball, puts the barrel to it. How about it, baby? 2-run shot, Mississippi State, up 7-2.
Speaking of being on fire, Joe Powell played 3 years at Cincy, but after the 2022 season, decided to hang up the cleats, went into training to become a firefighter. And at that point, Mississippi, the staff called him up and said, hey, put that career on hold, come and play more baseball at Mississippi State. So maybe one day he's going to be a firefighter, but up until then, he's going to hit some bombs for the Bulldogs here in Tallahassee. Will Jones has been chased from the game. New pitcher coming up for Northeastern when we return.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
UFL is the spring football league.
Serving exactly what you want. More of what you love.
The atmosphere.
There's a buzz right now in this building.
The intensity.
Touchdown! Whoa!
Must see for every football fan.
Oh my! The UFL knows what gets the people going. Everything you could ever want in spring football. This is the UFL.
The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Hard. Ridiculous.
The WNBA on ESPN.
That's a frustrating moment for Will Jones. Has been one of the best pitchers all season long in college baseball, period. And Mississippi State getting to him. New pitcher, Charlie Walker, same result. It's a barrel. Ross Highfield to center.
It's contagious, and in this Mississippi State offense, they are rolling right now. And anytime you get some big-time juju rolling into the postseason, you're facing a tough guy in Will Jones, having a lot of success. See it rolling.
And it is Jack Bowery on the mound, checked out instead of Charlie Walker. So Bowery, senior, transfer from Marist, his second season at Northeastern. And that hit foul territory, or hit Sanders.
It's a little guy, but I tell you, run this fastball up to 94, slider, changeup, uses all three against both righties and lefties.
And down on strikes, but damage done. Mississippi State opening it up. What could have been. Huskies could have got out of it with a double play. They botched it. And Mississippi State cashes in. Joel Powell, goodness gracious.
Big time double there from Brian Chance. Fired up. Pose me, baby. And how about my man, Joe Powell? Catcher, senior, leader. 7-2 Dogs.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Ooh, look at those pork chops. With Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Yes, please. Ranch seasoned, savory, and sizzling. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you want.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Welcome back to Tallahassee. And Justin Parker is out checking on Ace Reeves over at third base. He's obviously in discomfort. Did not exactly see what led to this, and he's going to have to leave the game.
I have no idea what happened.
So it's going to lead to a change in Mississippi State. Looks like Lucas Buckner is entering the game. All right, so that was a sequence that still don't know exactly what happened there, but do have the change.
And Sawyer Reeves, he's been a big-time catalyst for Mississippi State down the stretch. Down in that shortstop position, leader of this club, hard-nosed player. I hope he's all right, can bounce back in this thing soon.
Northeastern, in the meantime, they need to bounce back. There's Jack Goodman. And how about Ben Davis? What he's showing you on the mound.
He's been fantastic. The fastball's big. Once again, another long inning. Ben Davis back out on the hill, sitting at 45 pitches. Season high for Ben Davis, 79 pitches against LSU early on in the season.
That escalated quickly.
Man, you give a good club an extra out, they make you pay.
Like we've said, there hasn't been a lot of situations in this 27-game win streak that Northeastern has to face this adversity because they've led early in most games and have held on to the lead for the duration.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have, and now they're going to have to scratch and claw their way back in this one.
Chop to the Bulldogs dugout. Upstairs to Gilman.
3-2 count here. Mississippi State needing a shutdown inning, leadoff walks. Not what you want with the 5-run lead. You got a big fastball, attacking right at him.
And a chance for Buckner. Makes it. So this is what happened in between innings. The situation with Sawyer Reeves that has led to Lucas Buckner and at shortstop. So, I mean, we're going with the 8mm footage here. He's at the top of the screen at shortstop and doesn't throw the ball and just looks like he comes up a little lame. Can't really tell upper body, lower body is back. But he would walk off and he's done for the night. That's a big one because he's really helped solidify this Mississippi State infield defense.
Yeah, he sure has. And head coach Justin Parker talked about him. And he's a guy that he's really relied on and leaned on inside of this team. Hard-nosed player, tough.
Sanders on the hop, 2 down.
Really, really, really liking what I'm seeing out of Ben Davis here, and an opportunity for a shutdown inning. The team runs out there, scores 4 runs, packs, ground balls, using that good fastball.
Seems like Northeastern's a little shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, it feels that way, no doubt.
'93, so that Velo's still working there for Ben Davis. '53rd pitch of his outing. And it's 2-0 against Matt Brinker. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Davis making just his 4th start of the season. His last was against Texas A&M. Through 51 pitches, allowed 1 earned run and 3 innings of work.
Yeah, I like this move here, and I don't think that me nor you saw this one coming, but 18 innings in May, just 2 earned runs allowed, going with the hot hand.
It's the postseason. This is when you make a name for yourself. If you do that for a program like Mississippi State, you're not going to be paying for meals in Starkville ever again. 2-2 here for Brinker. Davis delivers to right field. High field has it. And 3 up, 3 down. Bulldogs rolling. We'll talk to that man, Justin Parker, when we return from Tallahassee.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
It's a long story.
You can say claim, billing, or something else.
Can I talk to someone else?
Transferring now. Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we treat people like people.
I'm so glad you're here today, Aaron. How can I help?
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back to Tallahassee. Mississippi State up on Northeastern 7-2. Now time to catch up with the Bulldogs' dude, Justin Parker. Hey, Coach, I know you guys heard about it all week once this regional was revealed, the Northeastern win streak. How did your guys respond to all that talk this week?
You know, it's just a big-time focus on us. You know, we've been through a lot here lately, too, and you know, I'm proud of the guys and fought our butt off to be here, so our focus was on us and our preparation.
Coach Ben Davis, just 3 starts on the year. What was the thought process behind going with him tonight?
Well, you know, just trusting in him and felt like it was a good matchup. The sinker, of course, is kind of his go-to pitch, and just have a lot of confidence in him.
Coach, any update you can provide on Sawyer Reeves?
You know, his back just tightened up a little bit. You know, it's kind of one of those long days for us sitting around, and then, you know, of course, a little bit of a delay here, and it just locked up on him. So as of right now, you know, there's no update other than just out with the back.
Well, Coach, appreciate it. You guys are looking red hot.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Tough spot to be in, but you got really one choice to make. Are you going to do it or not? Make the most of the situation that he's been presented, and Justin Parker has ended up being the right guy for the Bulldogs right now. Lifted to left. It's a long fly into the mid of Feinberg.
And you can tell that this club is playing with a ton of energy and passion and a ton of belief. And that's the biggest thing. You got a confident club. You obviously have a ton of talent here in the SEC. The slow start, the coaching change. Man, oh man, what could happen if we all just come together and get hot at the right time? Sure enough, here they come.
Lucas Buckner stands in. Last played April 29th against Memphis. Went 1 for 4 in that matchup. Freshman from Knoxville. 5'9", 170. After Sawyer Reeves experienced some back tightness. Now about being ready for that moment. He gets in and immediately the ball finds him.
It'll find you, baby.
Right?
It'll find you right away. Good way to settle you in.
Doyle bobbles it. Late throw in time to retire Buckner.
Hot shot right there.
Ace Reese standing tall, stepping in. Strikeout and walk. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. Told you about the numbers with Mississippi State, just unconscious against Southpaws and mound. Hit .334, 36 home runs, third most in D1. Now 37 after Powell left the yard. But it's really a lefty-heavy pitching staff for Northeastern. I don't know in a game like this, I mean, if you try to force it with a righty, when you look at splits like that, or you trust the guy that's been your Friday night dude all season long?
All day long, I am running with my guy and Will Jones, and he just had a tough one here tonight. You know, you get to the postseason, last thing you ever want to do as a coach is start changing things up and start doing things you have not done all year long. Players sense that.
Uzakia makes the play on time, 3 up, 3 down. going to the bottom of the fourth. Bulldogs leading by 5.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Hold on.
You're still purchasing your lenses from your optometrist?
What are you doing? Come on.
Walk with me to the glory that is 1-800-CONTACTS.
It's quick.
Affordable.
Easy to use. It'll take you 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes.
And your order's on the way.
It's like a box with a cape that shows up in your mailbox.
1-800-CONTACTS.
Right now, you can save 20% on your first order, plus fast free shipping right to your door.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
The NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sides continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. So much going on. We're in the booth here all day. I can't wait for this to wrap up and catch up on what happened everywhere else in the 15 other sites.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure it's been a crazy day. No idea what happened, but I tell you, we got some good stuff going on here in Tallahassee.
We know Burke is all over it.
Yes, he is.
Rooney's all over it.
Always.
So winner of this regional advances to face the winner of the Corvallis Regional in the Super Regional round. Oregon State is trailing St. Mary's 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th.
May Madness.
Also in that Corvallis Regional, USC beat TCU earlier today. Hit well by Lane. But Bryce Chance, no problem with that.
Really good start to the inning again for Ben Davis, back in that strike zone. Attacking these Northeastern hitters with a big lead. I think the crazy thing about the regionals, Lo, is every team's got an ace. You know, every team's got a Friday night guy that can go out there and get you. Said USC beat up on TCU today. You never know. Game of baseball, you got to bring your A game. Double elimination here in the regionals.
Well, it's going to be super tough. Is whoever wins this game, they see the potential top pick in the draft tomorrow. Oof. Jamie Arnold, the lefty Chris Sale clone for Florida State.
It's big time stuff. Fastball up to 98. Cutter, slider, changeup from an arm slot down beneath. It's got to be one of the most uncomfortable at-bats in all of college baseball. Guy we're going to see elevated to the big leagues pretty quickly.
And that's where Mississippi State is going to have to find something, the starting rotation. They're a little banged up right now. So another reason why we see Ben Davis stepping into this role. So as this regional goes on, guys will need to emerge as starters for Mississippi State.
Yeah, I mean, you get to the postseason and you got to have a guy just resurrect and step up and throw everything he did in the regular season, throw all the stats into the trash can and come in and be the guy and deliver when you're called upon. And Ben Davis, he's been that guy today for State.
66 pitches. His most pitches since April 8th against South Carolina, when he had 78 in 4 innings of work. Chopped right side, and it's through. Base hit for Will Fosberg. His first of the regional.
It's an exciting young redshirt freshman there. Smooth swing. 11 of his 27, now 28 hits have gone for extra bases. And that's how it starts if you're Northeastern. They're not a team that's used to playing from behind. You just got to string things together. You can't score 5 runs with one swing. Just string it along. Continue to get back to your way of playing baseball, putting pressure on Mississippi State.
Northeastern hasn't been able to play their brand of ball. They have not been able to get guys on and create havoc on the bases. And it started off so well. We were tracking, on average, Mississippi State with about 5 pickoff attempts per game. In the first inning, we saw 4 pickoff attempts. So that was well on the way for Northeastern and what they wanted to get the Bulldogs out of their game, hit the mascot, take second base. But since then, there has not been the opportunity to create havoc.
Evan Davis, it's just been phenomenal.
Fosberg moves up to second, scoring position now with 1 out for the number 9 hitter, Jack Doyle. This will prompt a visit from Powell. Four hits allowed by Davis. 2 walks and a strikeout.
And a good mound visit right there. Right back in there.
His stuff has definitely played better than the stat line of 1 strikeout.
That's a big-time fastball.
There's the second one.
Just filthy. No chance on this pitch right here. Sharp cutter slider that bites in the zone right out of it. Jack Doyle, tough guy to strike out. Nasty pitch there from Ben Davis.
Top of the lineup in Ryan Garrity. In the turf, and it's 1-0. Northeastern went to the College World Series in 1966 under John Connolly. They went 2-2 in Omaha. In the year that Ohio State won the national championship. Go figure.
Man, this team here, they're good enough to get back.
1973, last tourney win for the Huskies. 14 straight losses in the postseason since then. Garrity. And Bryce Chance camping under it. He's got it. We'll talk to Northeastern's Mike Lavin when we return from Tallahassee.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
There is one goal: to get to Omaha. and the heat has been turned all the way up.
That's one way to get the party started.
Every pitch, every swing, every play matters. Is this the year they reach the promised land?
Regionals continue through Monday on the networks of ESPN.
Northeastern trying to claw back in this game, trailing Mississippi State 7-2. Got time to catch up with the CAA Coach of the Year, Mike Glavin. Coach, describe the belief in your dugout with this team right now.
Yeah, we got to keep going. You know, we had an opportunity right there. There's a lot of baseball left. Bowery looks good right now on the mound. So we're a team that scores a lot of runs late. So we got to start earning some at bats here, but start stringing stuff together. Have a little sense of urgency. So need some more zeros on the mound, and we got to get going on offense.
Coach, what's your game plan to get to Ben Davis here as he extends into this ball game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the at bats are okay, but we're not getting a lot of barrels to the ball. You know, he's sinking that ball a little bit to both sides of the plate, and we're trying to hit a couple different pitches instead of being on one. So we got to narrow our focus down a little bit and start getting the barrels going.
Coach, we appreciate the time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Mike Glavin has done a phenomenal job building this program. His alma mater was an outstanding lefty bat for the Huskies. One Major League Baseball hit in his career. That was back in 2003 with the Mets, playing alongside his brother Tom.
So cool. One hit, you made it.
Yes.
Not many guys can say that.
Here's Noah Sullivan. And Sullivan is down on strikes. Jack Bowery, that's the guy that Coach Glavin pointed out, is really settling in, giving him a chance.
And both of his strikeouts today coming on the same exact pitch, looking fastball on the inner half of the plate.
Hunter Hines hitting right into the shift. Lane is there, calls off his pitcher. 2 down.
Bowery doing a fantastic job, quietly retiring 6 hitters in a row.
One of those games where Northeastern just needs something now. Some sort of response. Scratch a run across anyway. Just get a little more of that belief cooking for these Huskies. They beaten some really good teams too in this win streak. There's 2 wins against Kansas State in there. Coached by former Northeastern assistant Pete Hughes. They came up to Boston. Got a win against UConn, a team that probably should be in the NCAA tournament. Started off against Central Connecticut State. Smoked to center field off the bat of Bryce Chance. Dude is finding himself barrels.
Boy, he can hit. And Bryce, I apologize. I'm up here calling you Brian. I got to get it together, but that's a beautiful piece of hitting right there. On the inner half of the plate, staying inside the baseball, short swing. Perfect, 3 for 3 day, Bryce Chance.
Remember, players, not prospects.
That's right.
Joe Powell hit the scoreboard his last time up.
Big bomb. Fastball up in the zone, 2 strikes. Capped off that 4-run 3rd inning.
That was a 98th home run of the season. Oh no, did he just get another? No, holding up in center field. Put a charge into that one. Man, they are finding barrels, so these Mississippi State Bulldogs. ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code below. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. You get to the regionals, does it feel different?
It does. It does. And you can try to say all you want about keeping the game the same and nothing changes, but you get here, the lights just seem brighter. The baseballs look to be a little bit wider. The stands are packed. There's TV, there's media everywhere. You do your best to stay in that same environment you've been in the entire year. But it's postseason baseball.
Get that adrenaline flowing, I'm sure. Start doing some superhero type stuff like Ben Davis is coming up with on the bump. His 4th start of the year for Mississippi State. He has held red-hot Northeastern at bay. 4 hits for the Huskies, 2 runs. Cam Maldonado, one of the most feared hitters in the Northeastern 9. Got a piece, and it's 0-2.
You just see that sinking fastball. He's had it dialed in all day long on the outer edge of the plate to these right-handed hitters.
"15 big flies for Maldonado. Visible frustration. Davis is dealing.
And it's a nasty combination. Establishing that fastball on the outer edge of the plate. Goes to that little breaking ball right there. It's tough, man. You know, hitters, we look in lanes. And right now, Ben Davis has done a fantastic job establishing that lane out over the plate. And then when you go to that tight cutter, it comes out his hand looking just like that fastball. As soon as it gets to that circle, it just seems to bite off the plate.
To third base. Reese, the long throw on time. 2 quick ones. Not finding barrels, right? That's what Coach Glavin said.
Yep. And he's just living on the outer edge of the plate, mowing down a very, very good lineup, trusting his defense, getting the ground balls, gets the 2 strikes. The cutter's been the pitch today.
Jack Goodman. One for 2 with a single. Junior from Medfield. Started his career on the West Coast at Pepperdine. All right, we're into the swing comps. Mike Glavin says Bo Bichette swing comp here for Goodman.
Yeah, I can see it. You see the waggle. You see him start on his toe. You see the big early load. I like the comp. Bo Bichette, my favorite hitter in the big leagues.
Gets that barrel going. It's not a huge barrel tip.
Yep.
But it is in that direction.
For sure, for sure. And Bo does have a pretty aggressive barrel tip, gets that momentum of the barrel going early, keeps it in motion, harder contact.
How does the timing work with the tip like that?
It's tough, and anytime your timing is off in hitting, the #1 most important thing in hitting is your timing. Anytime your timing's off and you got a lot of motion going on with your barrel, makes it extremely tough to be consistent in getting your barrel to the baseball when you're off.
2-2 from Ben Davis. No chase.
I like what Jack Goodman does, though, with 2 strikes. You think about Bo Bichette, he goes to the no stride, starts from where he actually ends up landing. Jack Goodman, not so much, but the leg kick is tempered down quite a bit.
Bang it to left.
And that's a beauty right there. You got to give up something with 2 strikes. And early on in the count, prior to 2 strikes, you see the big leg kick. You see a ton of movement. You get to 2 strikes. You got Ben Davis on the mound, who's been fantastic. I got to give something up. I'm going to shorten up my leg kick, just try to get the barrel to the ball. He does.
So you are feeling that Bo Bichette comp.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, Bo Bichette's one of the best hitters in the big leagues, but I could see it. If I'm copying someone, I'm rolling with Bo too. I'm good with that.
Uzakia hitting in the 5 spot. Out of play. Anyone that you tried to emulate coming up?
I mean, as a kid, it was Gary Sheffield, Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, I tried to hit like everybody, and yeah, eventually you just realize that you're not as good as them, and you just sacrifice being whoever the heck you are, and you try to get lucky and find barrels. That's it.
How'd the Sheffield barrel tip work out for you?
Look cool. Look cool. I think at 5'8", I don't think I quite had the strength to be able to control that barrel movement. But I tried.
How big, though, is experimenting and switching things up, especially when you're young, to figure out what's right for you?
Do it all you can. It's trial and error, and what you think today may not be what you think tomorrow to be successful. It's the hardest game in the world. There is no quick answer or magic potion. You got to battle.
Buckner with an opportunity. Throwing on the run. How about it? Off the bench and ready for the bright lights. Mississippi State locked in at the end of 5, a 5-run lead for the Bulldogs. The Diamond Dogs looking the part.
Shortstop, Buckner in the ball game, aggressive, on the run. Those are strikes to first base. Mississippi State rolling.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Clorox Sentiva cleans like Clorox. Smells like grapefruit. Feels like trusted clean, long-lasting freshness. Clorox Sentiva.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals, presented by Capital One. Devin Travis, I'm Laura Galindo. Welcome to Tallahassee, where Florida State is the number 9 national seed. The host took down Bethune-Cookman earlier today. They will play the winner of this matchup, Mississippi State Northeastern. Wildcats get the loser elimination game tomorrow. Northeastern struck first, but they have no extra base hits. They have not had the ability to get on base and start getting into the mind of Ben Davis, who has been in control. For the Bulldogs offense, it's really starting to pound out runs under Justin Parker. Joe Powell has been that dude, hitting in the 7th spot. Delivered a mammoth 2-run home run in the 3rd to make it a 7-2 Mississippi State lead. As Highfield goes down swinging.
Yeah, going to that big-time fastball. A lot of breaking balls early in this ball game. You bring in Bowery, fastball up to 94. Swing and miss there at the top. When you think about it, you got Will Jones, a lefty in the ball game. It's a bit of a thumber, 86, 87, 88. When you bring in 92, 93, that 92, 93 starts looking like 98 to these hitters after seeing 85 to 88 for the beginning of the ball game.
Gatlin Sanders also came up with a clutch knock. 2nd inning. Found a hole on the right side, hit a ball hard. Drove in 2 runs to give Mississippi State its first lead at 3-1. Singles guy, but there's a place for that in any lineup, as long as you're hitting, man. Singles are hard to come by at any level.
Better believe that.
But it's really about the lineup construction to make sure you have balance. And if you got a singles guy at the bottom of the lineup, that's ideal because you got dudes that can mash with Reese and Hines and Sullivan. Powell as well. So we're talking about it a moment ago. 98 home runs now on the season. That's the most in Mississippi State program history.
In the SEC, when pitching's better than it's ever been, big-time velocity throughout the entire conference. It's a battle-tested club, man, and you get to regionals, and you talk about that fence out in right field. This is an appetizing field for a lineup that has a ton of power. They got a great thing going right now, a lot of belief, 1 through 9 in this lineup.
Also top 30 nationally in average. They're number 11 in slugging percentage. A team that has really turned it around under their interim head coach, Justin Parker. To the right side. And Muzakia makes the play on time. 2 down. We also sleep on this fact a little bit. Mississippi State had this little start. Lost 11 players to the draft last season. One of the most players drafted by any program in college baseball.
Man.
But again, back to expectations. When you play to Mississippi State or Florida State, that should happen. You should be putting dudes in the draft at a high clip, but also be ready to replace them.
You got that right. You got to be ready to reload at all times.
Fried is short. Goodman makes the throw across the diamond, and it's 3 up, 3 down. Skip's starting to move.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Ooh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalashvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
'Cause here I come, I wear it all on my sleeve, so everything you see shows you where I'm from.
Bolts back and makes the catch! Somehow hung on! Back-to-back jacks!
More, can you believe it?
Omaha has certainly belonged to the boys from the SEC. Can they win another title with a different team, just churning out national champs? Or is this the year the ACC can get back to it? Florida State finds a way to win first ever national championship. They started off this regional beating Bethune-Cookman 6-2. They'll take on the winner of this matchup here. Winner of this regional will face the winner in Corvallis in the Supers. Oregon State was trailing earlier. That's getting a little wonky out there in Corvallis, which could affect who actually hosts the Super Regionals. Get into that. Ben Davis, tip of the cap, electric performance to a guy now with more electric stuff. Ryan McPherson, he's only a freshman right here from the state of Florida. He's been up to 97.
It's a big-time fastball. Slider, changeup, swing and miss stuff. Getting swings and misses over a 30% clip, but what stands out to me, he's a freshman, 52 strikeouts, only 13 walks. He attacks hitters with big-time stuff.
Started in the SEC tournament against Texas A&M and got roughed up there. 5 earned runs in 1 2/3. Struck out 3, walked 2. Brinker looking at a first pitch fastball at 97.
Right out of the gate.
.6'3", 205. Bend it a little bit, young man.
97 to 83.
I do not envy the position that Matt Brinker's in right now. What am I going to get? Hangs with it.
Good breaking ball to hit right there in an 0-2 count.
Brinker is 0 for 2. Ground out and the fly out. Chopped, third base, Ace Reese, got it. 1 down from McPherson.
That's a good start here for this young man. Elevated fastball after a breaking ball that was left up in the zone. Attacking, 5-run lead, that's the goal here. Pitching to contact.
First pitch swinging, Sanders. 2 down. Ryan McPherson, one of 14 Mississippi State pitchers making their debut this season. So, of the 21 pitchers that the Bulldogs have run out on the bump this season, 14 been out there for the first time in a Bulldogs uniform.
Man. And this bullpen's for real, man. There's a lot of flamethrowers that Mississippi State runs out of this bullpen. High leverage stuff.
And rolled over to Sanders. 2 opportunities for him. And 1, 2, 3 inning yet again.
The WNBA on ESPN. We can't get enough.
The Women's College World Series on the networks of ESPN.
Our first game of the Tallahassee Regional featured the home team, Florida State, with an onslaught of power. 3 home runs, Max Williams, Chase Williams, and the freshman Miles Bailey.
Big time offense. A lot of power. 4 of the 5 runs today. Early on in this ball game, we're via the homer, and this is the big shot here for Miles Bailey. One of the most impressive young freshmen in the entire country, getting hot at the right time.
We had a 2-hour, 19-minute weather delay that forced the dominant lefty, Joey Vellini, out of that game for Florida State. It was a tight game at that point, but there is a silver lining to this, and that if Florida State does get in some trouble and they need an if necessary game on Monday to advance to the Super Regionals, Vellini could be ready to come back and pitch a little bit in that game.
For sure, just over 40 pitches. got an opportunity to bounce back. That Florida State bullpen today, so impressive. It's been the question mark for that club throughout this season. And Johnny Abraham and Kinnear and Prescott, 6 scoreless innings, exactly what the doctor ordered.
Mississippi State is on pace to face the projected #1 pick, Jamie Arnold, tomorrow. Dominant lefty on the mound for Florida State. Got to close this one out, but it certainly feels like a game that the Bulldogs have firm control over. Buckner chops it. Look what I got. Bowery running it back hard to first base with the flip for the first out.
Bowery's just been phenomenal. Slowing down this Mississippi State offense. 3 scoreless innings in a row. Attacking the strike zone, trusting his defense, really using that fastball, commanding it to both sides of the plate. It's a 5-run ball game. Bowery doing a great job keeping it right there.
So now it's time for the game in the game. Ace Reese, 22-game hit streak on the line. And he's going to need another at-bat to try to extend that. He's now over 3.
And a quick out. Down 5. You want quick outs on defense.
So if you start looking forward to a Mississippi State-Florida State matchup where the Bulldogs will have a major edge, is if it comes down to the bullpens. That's where Florida State is really struggling. But that brings up the question, can Mississippi State, in a potential matchup, get past Arnold to try to get to the Florida State bullpen early?
Well, they have their hands full, and he's the best pitcher in the country, and he has the most violent stuff in the country. But Mississippi State, their success against left-handed pitching, it's real. 37 home runs against left-handed pitching. Florida State, 3 left-handed starters. Now look, Jamie Arnold just isn't another left-handed starter, but at least that's something that they can get excited about. And they face high leverage arms really from the jump every single night in the SEC. So it's going to be a heck of a matchup if that's what it ends up being.
Yeah, we still got a lot of game to play. Northeastern has that magic, 27 straight wins, longest active winning streak in the nation. Mike Glavin talked about the confidence and the belief in that dugout. They usually come to life late in games in terms of scoring runs. They're chasing 5 now. Tall task here in the top of the 7th. And this is a Mississippi State team that has won 50 straight when leading by at least 5 runs through 6 innings. Last loss was 2022.
Wow.
That tells you something about the bullpen arms that the Bulldogs usually can roll out.
Lock it down.
But the teams that find the answer in the postseason, it's usually because of a performance like we saw from Ben Davis tonight. You have to have a guy like that that goes beyond what their season numbers have been to give you a chance. And this is really the most unique round of the road up to Omaha, because once you get to the supers, it's just your typical 3-game series, best of 3. Here, though, you're forced to extend pitching because you may have to play more than 3 games.
Yeah. Bullpen, got to have a big arm step up.
And less likely to wait until later in the game to bring out your top bullpen arm. The moment there's a sign of trouble, guys are usually making that call to bring in their top arm to get out of the situation now.
Yep.
2-2 from Bowery to Sullivan. Full count. And how about this from Corvallis? Oregon State losing 6-4 to St. Mary's. So the Beavs now 0-1 in their home regional. That's mainly a positive sign for Florida State, because they know as the number 9 national seed. Take them winning this Tallahassee Regional, and then someone not named Oregon State winning in Corvallis for them to host the Super here in Tallahassee.
Yes, sir. Big advantage playing at home in the postseason, especially here in Hauser.
But a long, long ways away from that. Mississippi State has showed up determined to let everybody know we'll have a say in this.
Better believe it. Better believe it.
Mr. Big Fly himself, Hunter Hines, standing in. Smoked, but into the shift. Zakia makes a play. Northeastern trying to wake up those bats.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
This is you, rocking the block party, greeting the neighbors, and going all night. With boosting beads that return energy with every step. That starts with new Dr. Scholl's 24-hour energy multi-purpose insoles. It starts with...
The NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Mo Galindo here with Devin Travis. Great environment in Tallahassee. Home fans showed up. Florida State in the early game. Most of them came back after that 2-hour, 19-minute rain delay. What will the crowd look like tomorrow, Saturday? No plans for the people here in Tallahassee other than baseball.
Yeah, they'll pack it out. I can tell you what, if it's Florida State, Mississippi State, there won't be an open seat in this house.
I mean, that's the Blue Bloods, Blue Bloods going at it. Jack Doyle, 9-hole hitter, popped up. Hines and Sanders communicating. Oh, doesn't have to be pretty, just got to make the play. Sanders does.
Scary one right there.
What was the toughest play for you in foul territory on that side?
Yeah, probably that one right there. You know, coming from a right-handed hitter, it's slicing toward the fence there, and then it gets up, and as the ball tends to come down, then it starts to spin back toward the foul line. It's important to keep that ball in front of you at all times. That's probably the toughest one over there, but I tell you, there's no bad hops in the air, so I take fly balls over ground balls any day.
How does priority work with that play? Is that always you at second base?
Yeah, so center field has priority over everybody. Shortstop has priority over everybody on the infield. Third base has priority over the catcher. First base over the catcher. Second base over first base.
Popped up. Garrett Fry makes a play left. 2 down.
Just motoring McPherson. 7 pitches last inning, 4 this inning, 2 outs. Dream for Mississippi State.
Well, someone's going to get it going for Northeastern. This is the guy. It's Cam Maldonado. Struck out his last time up. First team All-CAA selection. Buckled there at the off-speed. He's down 0-1. 368, 15 home runs. Into the mid of McPherson, making that play all night long. McPherson has seen 6 Huskies and retired all 6 in order.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Back here in Tallahassee, Mississippi State leads Northeastern 7-2. That 27-game. What is going on? What are we doing here? Now that's a dance move right there. How are your moves, man?
Well, it depends.
Depends. I'm not going to ask what it depends on. I'll tell you that much. But the 27-game winning streak, longest active in college baseball, it's in as much danger as it has been in this run. 7-2 Mississippi State lead, but got to give props to Jack Bowery and what he's done. So it's a 4-spot put up on Mississippi State. Since then, though, Northeastern has retired 13 of the last 15 Mississippi State batters. But this dude is as stubborn as it gets. Bryce Chance, he has tied a career high with 3 hits tonight. And we know why. And finally retired. Goodman. Showing a big arm at shortstop.
Bryce Chance having a heck of a day. 3 knocks, ton of hard contact all over the field. But you mentioned it, Bowery. Just a fantastic job. And you think about the bullpen, and if Northeastern were to drop this ball game, the more length Bowery can go, saving that bullpen, having their full arsenal of pitchers rested up. So important. He's done a heck of a job tonight.
It would be a must-win tomorrow against Bethune-Cookman. And let's say this about the Wildcats. They look good against Florida State. They had their moments. They ended too many innings with double plays. Some of them were just amazing defensive plays. And honestly, a couple were just bad base running blunders. But had moments to change the course of that game and did not look overmatched against Florida State. That's not going to be an easy out.
You are exactly right. It's an extremely gritty bunch. Head coach Johnny Hernandez, I mean, he has done a fantastic job. And speaking with him, you can just tell he's elated to be here, loves to watch his team play. Those 3 double plays today, crucial, yet still found a way to bring the tying run to the on-deck circle.
And where Northeastern will have an edge is with the depth of their arms, starting rotation and bullpen. They are a team that is built for a long regional.
I mean, they're just deep, and they got 7 guys out in that bullpen that they can run out at any time. All have great stuff, all attack the strike zone, all of them force contact.
That's foul. One of the most absurd stats with Northeastern pitching this season is all 7 of their pitchers that have thrown at least 25 innings this season have a sub-1 whip.
Unbelievable.
It's walks and hits allowed
per inning.
Per inning.
Unbelievable.
I mean, That's not hurting yourself and not letting the opponent beat you.
Better believe it.
Finding the strike zone, missing barrels. A mile high to Feinberg and left. Camps under him. 2 down.
Bowery just continuing the motor. And for Northeastern, it feels like this upcoming inning, bottom of the 8th, Feinberg, Goodman, Zakia. Feels like that's their inning to make a push.
Highfield, first pitch swinging out of play. Ross Highfield was part of that state champion program at Madison Central High School in Madison, Mississippi. Missed last year with an injury. So making up for lost time this season. He's a catcher by trade and can run, man. Playing him in right field. They can find barrels too. And he's thinking 2 on this. Check out the wheels of Highfield a second. He's in. That's a double because the effort out of the box. Goodness.
Darn right. Change up, pitch before, he swung through it. Gets the change up again, back to back, barrels it. No outs. When I'm trying to get to second base, I'm going, I gotta know I can make it. 1 out. I'm going if I think I can make it. 2 outs. If I have a chance to make it, I am taking off. Ross Highfield, you mentioned those wheels. Better believe it, man, in scoring position, 2 outs, so important.
You gotta stick that finish too. He did. Gatlin Sanders. Now would be a great time for another single. Mississippi State. Man, I know it's not a triple. Most exciting playing baseball, but when you see guys busted out of the box, determined for an extra base, love talking about that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Up them slug numbers. With it, the OPS runs up. Any chance you can. Grab that extra base. Aggressive base run in Mississippi State, man. They got a good thing going.
Keep pulling back to the words of Justin Parker. Players, not prospects. A barrel for Sanders. Is he thinking extra bases? The single machine will have 2. And for just the 5th time this season, Gatlin Sanders has an extra base knock.
So good. 2 out hitting, man, wins ball games. Mississippi State stymied for the last 6 innings or so. And how about my man, Gatlin Sanders, trading places out at second base with Ross Highfield. 8-2 ball game, Mississippi State. It's a big insurance run right there.
Sanders gave Mississippi State the lead, driving in 2 in the second. And a huge insurance run there. Fry almost lost the bat. The Bulldogs with 6. 2-out RBI tonight. Clutch.
The legendary Mike Martin, he used to always yell in the dugout, 2-out hits, they win ball games, and it's proven to be true so far tonight.
Fry transferred from North Alabama, where he was a 13 All-ASUN selection last season, and is proven to be a plug-and-play guy for Mississippi State. Starts at first, second, third, and left field. And hit foul. It's hard to keep you out of the lineup. You could do that many different things.
He's been great. That's where it all starts. Leadoff man, find a way to get on base any way you can. Probably a big reason this Mississippi State club won 9 out of their last 11.
Two from Bowery.
Good shot there. Even better take.
Trying to bring in Sanders over on second. Chance for Doyle. Collects himself. Fires for the out. But Gatlin Sanders coming up with his 5th double of the season. Job well done. Add another for the Diamond Dogs. Florida State started off the day with a win against Bethune-Cookman, and it was takeoff from Miles Bailey, unconscious at the plate right now. Home runs in 4 straight games. Joe Powell hit the scoreboard for the Bulldogs tonight. It's looking like a collision course between teams representing clear-cut the 2 best conferences in college baseball. Florida State out of the ACC, and Mississippi State out of the SEC. If they can close this one out against Northeastern, put an end to that 27-game winning streak, they'll have that date with the Noles tomorrow in our early game. Be Bethune-Cookman against the loser of this game, facing elimination. Ryan McPherson dealing 14 pitches, 13 for strikes.
Coming right at him. Got a big lead, you got a big arm. A lot of quick outs tonight for Northeastern.
So, a timeout called by Feinberg to fix the Evo shield. And Fearson just stands stoic in there, ready to deliver the next pitch.
And not slowing him down.
Says we're playing at my tempo. And it's 1-2.
Just dotted. Man. Northeastern, you just got to find a way. You got to find a way. Battle, spoil those tough pitches.
On the hands, Sanders, 1 down. I also wonder about Northeastern for tomorrow. How much do they just need something positive? Another run, another 2 runs, just to build going into a potential elimination game.
That's such a great point, and Bethune-Cookman found a way to bring the tying run to the on-deck circle. They found some momentum heading into tomorrow. It's a great point that you make there, Lo. Anything to grip on to. Feel like you got some momentum on your side, and you also think about the fact that that game starts at 12 o'clock tomorrow. That's 12 and a half hours from right now.
Quick turnaround for the loser of this game. And this would be a blow in so many ways for Northeastern. The most obvious is the win streak. But more than that, the recent issues with the losing streak for Northeastern in regional play. They have not won a regional game under Mike Lavin, and it's something they've done a lot of soul searching for how they can get over that hump, and felt like it would be different this year because this team does believe so much more. It does play with so much grit. How will that affect the psyche of this team, knowing it's yet another loss in regional play?
I think this is a mature bunch here in Northeastern, and obviously you win 27 games in a row. At some point in time, you got to imagine that it does come to an end, and when it does, it's also a little bit of a point to say, okay, guys, you can take a deep breath. Let's reset here. We got off to a slow start this year, 4-6. Come on, fellas, let's get back on the train and the saddle again. Let's start another one here. So it's a really good ball club that has just been stymied to this point by Mississippi State. Two really good arms today in Ben Davis and McPherson. Here you have it. You got to walk. You're looking for something to grab onto. Be how it starts.
Carmelo Ruzakia. As Goodman is on first. It's the first base runner since the 5th inning for Northeastern.
It's pretty good for Mississippi State, huh?
It's been Ryan McPherson, man.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But
man.
not like Ben Davis was any slouch.
No. It's a really good arm. Another really good arm right here, young freshman.
But I just go back to what Luke Jarrett said about scouting this regional and knowing the speed of Bethune-Cookman and Northeastern. Just can't let these dudes on. And I know it sounds very simple. Maybe too glossing over how to win a game against teams like this. But that is what Davis and McPherson have really done. They've not allowed Northeastern to get on, especially with no outs, and play their style.
Yeah, and you think here, you got a big lead, 6 runs. Northeastern, they're not looking to run into any free outs here. It's an aggressive bunch, but this is a situation where you're not forcing anything, letting the guy at the plate hit.
Popped up. Buckner giving a long run, but this is going to be all Bryce Chance in center. So back to the point, not letting Northeastern on. Huskies have not had a leadoff batter reach base in this game.
Yeah, it was a big key early on. And you talked about what's the best way to slow this aggressive style of offense down in Northeastern, and it's getting the leadoff man. And the further you get into an inning, less outs you have to deal with, the less aggressive normally the offense does become. Fantastic job by Mississippi State.
Off the tip of McPherson's glove. I got your back, says Sanders. Picking up your pitcher. All Mississippi State as we go to the 9th.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
This Friday, the greatest action franchise reloads. Rated R.
Whoa! What the?
Time for cake!
Wow! I'm gonna name him Nathan.
Nope.
At Terminix, our local experts keep pests out of your party and your head year-round. Before stress shows up, Terminix it.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code below. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. It's been a long day here in Tallahassee. We've had 2-hour, 19-minute weather delay. But our amazing crew, they've been doing bicep curls during that entire delay. That guy did not look like that until the delay. I was showing him how to do some things in the weight room, trying to get on my level with my physique. Proud to see that it's working. Bowery, the throw, pulls his first baseman off the bag. And Lucas Buckner is aboard, so he gets his first base hit since entering for Sawyer Reeves. Was out with a tight back.
Love that idea right there. Lefty on the mound, third baseman playing back. Buckner drops it down. Get the Bulldogs rolling, top of the ninth.
But a big thank you to our crew for being awesome all day long. Long, hot day with a weather delay here in Tallahassee, and we know it's going to be at least a couple more long days, but great days, as we all love this amazing sport this time of year in the NCAA Regionals. Couldn't do it without everybody working the cameras, the audio, hitting the right buttons. Back inside the control room. Thank you, everybody.
Amen to that.
And Chop. The best stats guy in the game. Ace Reese. The 22-game hitting streak comes down to this. Third longest active streak in college baseball. And it will come to an end. So 2 long streaks likely coming to an end on the same night. His streak for Ace, the winning streak for Northeastern.
Yeah, they pitched him incredibly tough tonight. Left on left changeup there, not something you see a ton. Bowery continuing to give Northeastern all he's got tonight.
Trying to nibble against Noah Sullivan here. And it was the ball that Sullivan put in play in the third inning that changed the entire complexion of this game. Ended up being fielder's choice with Goodman going to Muzaki at second base for 1 out. Goodman did not field it cleanly, which kept Northeastern from turning the double play, which would have completely changed that inning. Instead, it kept going, and that's what sparked the 4-run frame for Mississippi State and changed this game.
You're exactly right, and there's plays that you circle in a ball game, and when it's over, you go back and look and say, man, what if that inning would have ended 3-2? Obviously now it'd be a 4-2 ball game, but it's completely different in the feel and the pressure throughout.
Goodness, get all of it and get out of here. That ball had a 90-degree launch angle.
Straight up in the air. But to hit a ball out, that goes that high, you got to be real strong. And Noah Sullivan, two-way guy, designated hitter role tonight, delivering what looks to be a knockout blow for these Bulldogs.
Who knows, maybe we'll see Sullivan on the mound at some point for the Bulldogs. He's been the midweek starter and a fantastic one at that. And I think it's just a sign that we need to grow out the mustache.
It's working.
Man. off the bat, that looked like that thing was easy going. Feinberg had a chance on that. I'm curious to see just how far that ended up out of the reach of Feinberg. Because it hung up there. Like you said, tough to hit a ball that high to get it out.
Strong man.
Because as being more technical with it, as the launch angle generally is lower, that's where you get more of your exit velocity. So man, you are really hammering the ball when you get it up that high. So here's another look. That's just the mustache, which I understand and respect.
All over it. Up in the zone, mistakes, power hitters. Got to be careful up there. Oh, close, man. By a mustache.
By a mustache. Feinberg, ultra athletic out there in left field. Jeez. But the angle, I mean, that ball is coming straight down over the fence.
So tough.
And the mustaches are out.
Shirt off, fired up, Tallahassee.
99 home runs. Mississippi State came into the game with 97. It was tied with the 1998 team for the most in program history. They have eclipsed that mark. And this Bulldogs team stands alone as the most prolific power hitting team in Mississippi State history, which is unbelievable to think about when you say Will Clark, Rafael Palmeiro. Look at all the great players that have come through this program, man. They are just at it. And tough to believe, this is a program that fired its coach, its national championship winning coach. And it was, to this point, the right move with the way this team has responded.
Lit a fire, lit a fire.
Bowery chased from the game. New hurdler coming up for Northeastern when we return. Jack Beauchene is the new pitcher for Northeastern. Second out of the bullpen for the Huskies here tonight. Bowery was really good until that late home run to Noah Sullivan. Beauchene, 13th appearance of the season, 6.14 ERA.
Yeah, mainly two-pitch mix here. Fastball, breaking ball. See just 3 walks and 14 2/3 innings. That's what this Northeastern pitching staff does. They attack the strike zone, and you mentioned it about Bowery. It's so important for this club, and even if they're to lose this ball game, he ate up 6 innings, allowing Coach Glavin to only have to use now 2 guys out of the bullpen in this game.
What does the trip back to the hotel look like? What does the evening and the transition to the morning look like for Northeastern?
Well, it's quick, and you know, sometimes after a loss, the best way to flush it is to have a quick sleep. You wake up, you have your morning coffee and some breakfast, and you get back to the yard and get back to what you've been doing all year long. You know, the more time you sit throughout the day and you think about playing a night game, and you're wondering how you're going to attack. You're thinking about the loss from yesterday, the mistakes you made sometimes. An early morning game and a quick bounce back is exactly what you need.
27 straight wins for Northeastern. April 6th, last time they dropped a game, 18-8 at Campbell. Good program there. They responded on the 9th by beating Central Connecticut State. Won 26 more after. Ground ball up the middle. Nice backhand flip initially, but momentum took that away from Rosakia.
How about Bryce Chance? Make it 4 hits on the night. Another barrel and a great attempt out at shortstop by Goodman. Incredibly tough play. There's no way you are turning a double play there. You're just trying to get the out, but with the momentum taking him out towards center field, the flip just seemed to run with him a bit, first and second. For Mississippi State with 1 out, threatening again.
Joe Powell is the first Bulldog to leave Dick Hauser. Did that with the scoreboard shot in the 3rd. The Bulldogs fans getting rowdy. How about this? The Murray State Racers have upset Ole Miss 9-6.
You think that was the cheers over there?
That was definitely the cheers. Egg Bowl rivals. Murray State wins a tournament game for the first time since 1979. It has not been a great day for the SEC.
No.
Vandy was trailing too. They found a way to come back and beat Wright State. Southern Miss is getting smacked by the Ivy League boys from Columbia. Columbia leads 11-4 in Hattiesburg against the number 16 national seed. Just mayhem. Mississippi State will add another.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. By Powell. Postseason, you can never get enough insurance runs and another RBI. Make it 4 on the day. Middle infield back. Guy on third base. Stay in the middle of the field. You get your steak.
Get the steak and then get to wake up and know that you're probably facing the #1 selection in the Major League Draft coming up. One of the best lefty arms that there is, period, out there right now in Jamie Arnold.
Yeah, he's so good. I mean, he could roll through big league lineups right now, and I'm pretty certain of that. It's a big-time fastball, and it's a guy that just attacks you from pitch 1, 4+ pitches. Decided to add a cutter this year, probably because he was bored. And man, it's worked out fantastic.
And that slider, by the numbers, when you look at efficiency and chase rate, it may be the best pitch in college baseball.
Yeah. But once again, you think about Mississippi State, right? Momentum, quick night of sleep. You're facing the best arm. I don't want to wake up and have to roll up off a loss. Found a way to bounce back. You got momentum. Chance to win 10 of their last 12.
Highfield down on strikes. 27 straight comes down to this for Northeastern. With some major magic here in the bottom of the 9th, down by 9.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Putting a close to the opening day of the Tallahassee Regional. Florida State is the #9 national seed, and looks like they could start preparing to take on Mississippi State, because it's going to be a monumental comeback if Northeastern can do this. They trail by 9, and they're looking at the potential end to the 27-game win streak, something these guys are going to remember forever, and they should be proud of. Longest active winning streak in college baseball. But all good things must come to an end. And they've got to try to find a way to figure out Ryan McPherson here. Good luck, because the freshman has been dealing.
Sure has.
So Alex Lane leading off. The career active leader and runs driven in. It's been an injury-plagued final season at Northeastern for Lane. And he's down 0-2. Ooh.
Just off.
Just 5 hits for Northeastern. And Lane goes down swinging. Ryan McPherson. Come on now. Stock going up.
Oh yeah, a lot of confidence. 4 straight fastballs, 4 big fastballs and a strikeout.
So Northeastern will wrap up this game not getting a leadoff batter on. And their plan of attack offensively is based on getting the leadoff dude over there on first base and then letting them wreak havoc, swiping bats.
So much credit to Mississippi State and their pitching tonight.
The 5 hits, Northeastern would be the fewest since April 29th, when they had 5 in a win against Harvard. And for Mississippi State, closing in on a 10th win with Justin Parker as the interim head coach. I mean, they're starting to believe over there in that Bulldogs dugout.
Oh yeah, the belief's here. The belief, the energy. You want to show up every single day and fight with your boys. So a couple weeks ago, it did not look like they were going to be a team. We're going to be playing postseason baseball, and they caught fire, and the fire is lit.
First pitch strike by Ryan McPherson. We've got a pinch hitter here from Northeastern. It's Chris Walsh, sophomore from Duxbury. Walsh hitting .212 on the season, does have 1 big fly. Northeastern entering the game at 48-9. Most wins, fewest losses in Division I baseball. It's going to be interesting to see how Northeastern collects themselves following this game. And with a quick turnaround tomorrow. There's so much talk on the win streak, something that Mike Glavin has said that they openly do talk about as a team. Will that affect them against Bethune-Cookman tomorrow, facing elimination? And the hit streak, the win streak is done at 27 straight. Mississippi State looking like a challenger here in the Tallahassee Regional. The longest active winning streak in D1 baseball has come to a close. And Justin Parker making the folks here in Tallahassee wearing maroon, and everybody back in Starkville starting to believe that something special could be happening for these Diamond Dogs. 12 games with him as the interim head coach, 10 of those now wins. We're looking at Capital One rewarding performance. Joe Powell drove in 4 and had the big fly. Really get the damage going for the Bulldog.
Yeah, he sure did. Guys stepping up in a big moment here. How about a little double? 130 feet, doesn't matter. They all count. Better believe it. And then just a bit later, fastball elevated up in the zone. Fastball hitters all over Mississippi State's lineup. Joe Powell says, give me some more, baby. Love that.
So intriguing. This regional matches up with Corvallis. Corvallis, with Oregon State, is a high-ranked national seed, meaning they would host a super, but Oregon State lost today against St. Mary's, so have to figure out what this all means. Florida State, though, is in a great position. If they can find a way to win this regional, if Oregon State drops another game in Corvallis, it will be the Noles hosting here in Tallahassee. But it's way too early to think about all of that. You got to get past Mississippi State. You can only imagine right here what Mike Glavin is saying to Northeastern. After 27 straight wins, that epic winning streak has come to a close.
Yeah, in baseball, there's zero question that this is the hardest game to win day in and day out. 27 in a row, 54 days since their last time not winning a baseball game. And I tell you, I would imagine this conversation is congratulations, heck of a run. We got punched in the face today, but I believe in you. Let's get on a run again, fellas. Omaha, it's not too far away, but it all starts one pitch at a time, the exact way we've attacked every single ball game throughout this season. It's a really good ball club out there. Early game, early start tomorrow, 12 hours from about right now. It's gonna be a quick turnaround. Got to get it going.
15 straight losses now in the tournament for Northeastern. That's an amazing coach in Mike Glavin, and that is a tough, nitty-gritty team. They are legitimately good. Mississippi State, though, and they look like they're just on a different level right now. Northeastern will face elimination tomorrow against Bethune-Cookman. Who does Mississippi State get to face?
Jamie Arnold on the bump.
Potential #1 pick for the home team, Florida State Seminoles. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks for watching from Tallahassee, Florida.